Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chat with Pat. I'm your host, Patricia Peters, and I'm so grateful you've chosen to spend a little part of your day with me. This is more than just another live stream. It's a place where hearts connect, stories inspired, lessons are shared, and lives are transformed. Here we laugh together, we learn together, we grow together, and sometimes we even cry together. Because every story carries a lesson, every challenge carries a purpose, and every conversation has the power to change someone's life. So whether you're joining us from across the street or across the world, welcome. Grab your favorite cup of coffee, invite a friend, join the conversation, and let's make these next few minutes truly meaningful. This is Chat with Pat, where real conversations create real connections, and every conversation leaves a lasting impact. Welcome, everyone. Hello, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening across the world. Whether you are in a distant land or right across the street, welcome to Chat with Pat. And today we have another hot topic. The topic is the most dangerous conversation is the one the person never gets to hear. You heard me. The most dangerous conversation is the one the person never gets to hear. This is Chat with Pat. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Patricia Peters. I'm a Guyanese born immigrant living in the US for 27 years. I'm a mom, a wife, a daughter, a sister, a neighbor, a friend, and above all of that, I've worn many hats, from teacher to nanny to banker to green energy lead trainer. I even work at the airport, guys, Paradise Airports. I was a saleswoman there, yes. And now I decided that it's time for me to be my own boss. You heard me, my own boss. I am my own CEO for my own business. No one dictates my time or my energy or my calendar or my alarm. All right? So I make my own decision. I work on my own schedule, and I am the host of Chat with Pat. Here we go. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Chat with Pat. I'm Patricia Peters, and tonight I want to ask you a question that might make you uncomfortable. Time to get uncomfortable, guys. Yes. Too long we've been sitting on that couch. So comfortable, AC in our face, TV on our eyes, popcorn in the bowl, and beer in our hand. No more. Stop it. Have you ever been the topic of conversation you weren't invited to? You heard me. Someone judged your character. Someone questioned your intentions. Someone told your story without ever asking for your version. How did that make you feel? Now, here's the hardest question. Have you ever done that to someone else? Did you? Guilty. We're all guilty, right? We live in a world where gossip spreads faster than the truth. One rumor, one opinion, one misunderstanding can destroy a reputation someone spent years building. This mouth here, this mouth with a 32 picket fence inside and that pink wobbly tongue is dangerous. Dangerous. Here's my story. The other day, my daughters taught me something that has stayed with me. I mentioned this earlier today. So those who sat with me today and listened up, 359 of you, after my plunge in the pool, I mentioned this. They said, Mom, don't talk about people when they are not there to defend themselves. I talk about one of my sister-in-law. I was just having a conversation and I said something that she said, and my kid's like, Mom, she's not here to defend herself. Don't talk about her when she's not here to defend herself. And my eyes blew up. I stopped. I thought about those words because somehow many conversations happen every day where someone becomes the topic, but never gets the opportunity to speak because we pounding the name behind the back. The lesson changed the way I think. That lesson changed the way I think. The reality. Sometimes we don't know the whole story. Maybe the person is struggling. Maybe they're grieving. Maybe they're fighting a battle nobody knows about. Maybe they made one mistake and people decide that that mistake would define the entire life. Is that fair? Let me know in the chat box. If you live your life right and you just have one little bit of affair with somebody secretly, and the whole life you live lovingly and nice and kind and decent, and that one little mistake destroy your whole life. Is that fair? Especially if someone tell others about it. Here's a challenge for you. Before you repeat something about someone, ask yourself 3 questions. 3 questions. Is it true? Is it necessary? Would I say it if that person were standing right beside me? If you're pounding somebody's name, let them be in front of you. If the answer to the last question is no, maybe it shouldn't be said at all. Right? That's fair. Here is something even deeper. The easiest thing in the world is to judge. Oh my God, how we love to judge. Christians, us Christians, we are the best of it. We are so judgmental. Everybody is going to hell. Everybody is a sinner. Everybody is gay. Everybody is lesbian. Everybody is wicked and evil. Us Christians, very judgmental, guilty as charged. The hardest thing in this world, the hardest thing in the world is to understand. Judging requires no effort. No effort whatsoever. You can be as lazy as possible. But when you judge someone, oh, you're full of energy. Your mouth will tell everything out, right? Because we're so good at it to judge people. Her hair looks crazy. Look how she's big and fat. Look your belly, how it big. She knows the match your face. Oh, then people that get some picnic, real knockabout, donkey damn. And we go on and on and on, and we can judge people. We can judge a living daylight out of them. Understanding requires compassion. And if you don't have understanding, then you don't have compassion, right? And compassion is becoming rare. People don't have that heart anymore. They don't have that compassion. They don't have that sorriness. They don't have that sincerity. They don't have that, ooh, I'm scared. I don't want to do that. I don't want to talk about people. They don't have that compassion anymore. Your challenge tonight, I want you to think of one person you've judged. Think of one person you've judged. Not because they're perfect. Not because they're human. No, 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 no. I take that back. I take that back. Not because they're perfect, but because they're human. What if their story is completely different from the one you've created in your mind? Some of us, the person, you didn't hear the story from the dog itself, but you take that bone and you take it all over the place. And you know how news travel. When one person said, have you ever played that game telephone? Good, you got the drift. Have you ever watched Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, ABC, USA Networks? Have you ever watched the daily news? They all will see one accident. And when they get back to their TV station, they all give you different interpretation of that very same accident. One is going to tell you the car hit the man. The next one is going to tell you the man hit the car. The next one is going to tell you, oh, there are several people who hit each other, and on and on and on. Guys, what if the story is completely different from the one you've created in your mind? What if it's not true, right? What if one conversation could change everything? People often ask me why I spend so much time talking about life instead of just talking about business. Guilty. Some of you are out there. I know. Because business is built on relationships. Relationships are built on trust, right? And trust is built by the way we treat people, especially when they have nothing to offer us. That's the sweet part of it. When people don't do anything for us, when they have nothing to offer us, but in return, we're kind, we're sweet, we're generous, and we're beautiful towards them. That's the kind of life and the kind of business I want to build. I want to be everybody's keeper. Be your brother's keeper, right? If tonight's conversation made you stop and think, don't keep it to yourself. Share this live with someone who believes kindness still matters. Leave a comment and tell me, what's one life lesson that changed the way you treat people? You always heard me when I closed my show. I said, if you look around and you find that there are no good human beings in this world, please be the first one to be kind, caring, and loving. And if you're looking for a community where we can grow not only financially, but personally, where character matters just as much as success, I invite you to connect with me. Visit the link in my bio and let's build something meaningful together. Remember this, be careful with your words. Words are powerful. Man can control the biggest ship in the ocean, the iron bird in the air, and they can tame a lion. They can control a tiger. But man cannot control this little powerful thing in our mouth. That once these words leave your mouth, they no longer belong to you, but they may stay with someone else for a lifetime. I don't know about you guys, but I can't talk story. I can't talk people's name. I feel guilty as charged. I feel like a restless night syndrome I'll be having. I can't do it. If I do it, I feel bad. And if you talk people's name every day and you don't feel bad, something is mentally wrong with you. I am Patricia Peters, and this has been Chat with Pat. Do I want to close? This topic is so sweet. I don't want to close. Good night. God bless you. And remember this. Before we leave tonight, I want you to do something for me. Think about one conversation you've been avoiding. Maybe it's with your spouse. Maybe it's with your child. Maybe it's with your parent. Maybe it's with your boss, or maybe it's the conversation you've been avoiding with yourself. Sometimes you need to talk to yourself. Look in the mirror and just talk to the lady or that man in the mirror. Because sometimes the most dangerous conversation isn't the one someone else never gets to hear, is the truth you refuse to tell yourself. Ah, get it? It's the truth you refuse to tell yourself. How much longer are you going to tell yourself you're happy when you're not? Some of us like to brush things off. No matter how much he beat me and kill me, I'll still be happy in this house. How much longer are you going to tell yourself you're fine when you're struggling? You've been abused by your spouse. Some woman dangerous, you know. Some woman has abused them husband, I tell you. Mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually abuse your partners. How much longer are you going to tell yourself you're fine when you're struggling? You need to talk to someone. As I mentioned today earlier in my life, have a confidant, someone you can trust, someone who doesn't gossip, someone that you can tell them your whole guts and they will swallow it down and let it stay there. Some people, they can eat a whole plate of rice and it goes down. But as soon as they hear something, sorry, my throat got really dry. As soon as they hear something, so they spit them out in somebody's ear. And they'll tell that person, don't tell anyone you know. Don't tell anybody. Me only hear them, me alone hear them. I tell you, not tell nobody. That person will tell somebody else and say, oh, not tell nobody, you know. But just to tell you. And it goes from one person to another. And the whole village here that Cheryl was having an affair with Jesus. How much longer are you going to tell yourself you'll start tomorrow when tomorrow has been coming for years? You know, I was having a conversation with my accountability partner, and her mom taught me in Bible school. For those of you who are watching and you went to Auckland Primary School in the 70s, and hold on, guys. Oh, I can't hold on. You went to Auckland Primary School in the 70s, and you had a teacher named Mrs. Smart, and she taught you Bible school. Every Wednesday you get Bible school, right? Bible club, they call it. Since I was a kid, this woman tell me that Jesus is coming on a white horse. So since I was a kid, I believe Jesus is coming, Jesus is coming, Jesus is coming. Oh my God. I'm 56 years and Jesus hasn't come yet. As a Christian, that's what I believe in the second coming of Christ. So that's what I'm telling you. Tomorrow never comes. Right? Life changes the moment honesty begins. I interviewed a woman and she said, anything you do, any business, you do it honestly. She's a Vietnamese woman. And if tonight's conversation stirs something inside you, if you're tired of surviving and you're ready to start building a different future, I want you to stop watching. I want you to stop watching life happens to other people. I chose to have that difficult conversation with myself. I admitted I wanted more freedom, more time, more purpose, more security for my family. That one honest conversation led me to a different path. If you're ready to have that conversation too, reach out to me. Send me one word, ready. Today, I have 6 people send me, they saw a 5-second video of me and they send me ready. 6 people. No pressure, no obligation, just a conversation. Because one honest conversation can save a relationship. One honest conversation can change a career. And one honest conversation can change the entire direction of your life. Don't let the most important conversation of your life become the one you never had. If you look around and you find that there are no good human beings in this world, please be the first one to be kind, caring, and loving. With that being said, ciao for now. Have a good night. Thank you for being part of Chat with Pat. Until we meet again, keep believing, keep growing, and keep inspiring. God bless you. And remember, every conversation leaves a lasting impact. Looking forward to seeing you on the next episode of Chat with Pat. Freedom in my veins can't be bought. Flexibility flows like gold in my hands. I'm the queen of the world, no one else commands. Late nights grinding, now it's paying off in sparks. Turn my hustle into what left my name on the charts. I don't clock in, I don't clock out. I'm what the hype's all about. Built this empire brick by brick. Digital fly, making dreams stick. I'm a boss lady calling my shots. Freedom in my veins can't be